What up YouTube, Nathan Heightz here, and today I went on a crazy adventure with my daughter, right? We took the bus, we took the trolley, we took the subway, and we went to Chinatown. We visited Placita Alvera, and yeah, it was quite the cultural day. We heard some Chinese, we heard some Spanish, I got to use some Spanish, and while we were waiting for the trolley on our way back, we actually heard some Tagalog. We heard a guy speaking on the phone, speaking Tagalog, right? And I told my daughter, and she was like, who, and I pointed to the guy, and we both moved closer and we tried to understand what he was saying, right? She was all excited because she always hears me practicing with Pimsleur and things of that nature. And this inspired me to make this video today based off of a comment that was left on one of my other videos. It might have been today or yesterday, I don't remember exactly. I kind of lose track of time. And this person who subscribed to my channel asked me, what are my thoughts on the silent period of language learning? Because I wanted to talk to this guy, but I really didn't know enough to really start a conversation. And my thoughts are a little bit different than some of the other YouTubers, the language learning YouTubers, or the language learning gurus here on YouTube, and my thoughts are a little bit in the middle. I've heard Kaufman make a video talking about how the silent period is about 6 months and this and that, and I don't agree with that necessarily. And I've also heard Benny the Irish polyglot say that, speak from day one, right? And my position is probably smack dab in the middle. What I believe is that you shouldn't have a 6-month silent period, right? That's out of the window. The reason being is because people will use this silent period as an excuse to not use what they know. They might let their nerves get the best of them, and they might just, be too scared to speak up, right? But then again, it seems almost impossible to just quit speaking English today and just start speaking Chinese if it's your first day studying, right? And so because of this, my position is right in the middle. What I believe is that you should use what you do know, right? Immediately you should start using your hellos, your how are yous, your thank yous, things of that nature. Where's this? Where's that? Right? But if you run into a wall where they respond to you and you have no idea what they said, you should definitely respond in English and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak that well. I just started learning," or something like that. Which you can even do, which would be better, is learn these phrases in the language you're learning. So you could say like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Tagalog that well," but you would say it in Tagalog, right? I'm still getting there. I'm not at that point yet. And usually, at least in my situations, my experience, it takes me a few months to get to that point. But what I do is I do use salamat, and I do use kumusta ka, and I do use the very basics, magandang tanghali, in Tagalog when I can. So when I go to like a Tagalog restaurant or something of that nature, I will use these phrases, right? You should definitely use what you know. You should definitely learn these phrases which are going to combat the things that you don't understand, the please slow down, or can you please speak slower, things of that nature. And you should always use what you know. No silent period, like Kaufman says. Because what you will end up doing is you'll end up not using what you know, missing opportunities, and just all around progressing a lot more slower. Another thing I want to point out is that if you quit speaking English and you only try learning using the language that that you're learning, if you stop and you ask them what a word means and they respond to you in words you don't know, how are you going to know these words? This is not comprehensible input, right? So it's okay. Use English when you have to, ask what things mean, and then you can try again and try to continue the conversation now knowing what these new words mean. It's going to take time and it's going to be uncomfortable at first, but it's good to be outside of your comfort zone because that's where the progress is made, right? If you're always in your bubble, you're not going to make progress. If you travel a little bit outside of that bubble of comfort, your bubble's just going to get wider, guys. So that's my thoughts on the silent period. I have a question and answer video coming out tomorrow. I'm still compiling all the questions from my inbox and from the other videos, and it should be a little bit interesting. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe. I make more videos than any other language learning YouTuber here on YouTube this last month. I plan on keeping it going, guys, for the rest of summer at least. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, and take it easy, no se rajen en sus estudios, nos vemos pronto, los amo, y suscríbete, y pues